Here she comes, the Hartland Military 3rd Brigade train set. I've got the transformer set super low. She's crawling at a snail's pace. And here she comes around the bend. So I'm not sure what scale this is supposed to be. It looks pretty comfortable for 1/32 scale figures, but the cab looks a little high, so I think it could be a fictional amalgam of G scale and gauge 1, 1/32. But anyhow, it took me a while to get this up and running, but there was nothing really wrong with it. I just didn't get around to it. I thought maybe the transformer might be proprietary, but turns out my Playmobil transformer works well with it. So as is often the case with these new old stock toys that sit in a box somewhere in some warehouse, the damage happened in the box. This transformer was just sort of like, I don't know, the internal connection screw mounts were just sort of crumbling away and decomposing and rattling, and the whole thing was falling apart. So I had to sort of hot glue things back together on the inside. But the annoying thing I just realized is it comes with proprietary track. So there's a fitting on the track to plug this pin connector in. So I'm just going to put this off to the side for now. This Playmobil transformer works just fine, although the output on this is a little less than on the Heartland. But I can't really go too crazy on my layout anyway, because I'm afraid it'll come flying off. So and when it comes around, I'll speed it up a little bit. See, I'm totally freaked out that it would derail on the curve there. But anyhow, that's the Hartland 3rd Brigade locomotive. Not much else to report other than I've been focusing on maybe getting some of these buildings done for the 1/32 scale layout. So this is a Sesame Street building. It is half of a play set, and I believe it's like, this could be 1980s, but I think it's 1970s vintage. So this is sort of like what I'm going to do with it. I found this little cafe set at Michael's Crafts, and I ordered this O gauge die-cast railroad clock. It's battery powered, and I'm just going to make a self-standing building here. I'm going to make it into a little French cafe, bistro sort of thing, and repaint it, of course. And maybe I might change the base. I might leave this base. I'm not sure. But either way, it's going to go on a base, and it's going to feature this clock. And this way I can just sort of plop it down anywhere on this cobblestone mat until I get a chance to come up with something a little better here. Life is passing me by before I get this layout done and improved in any way. So that's unfortunate, but if I can get these little buildings done, that'd be great. I seem to be focusing my mind on buildings right now. So here's that, I think it's Jazzwares, the Rudolph Santa's Castle playset. I get a lot of questions about this, and I got these trees at Hobby Lobby. These are actually taller than the first one I picked up. I picked up this one first, and then I found these taller trees. I actually went back to pick up more of these, and then I realized, oh, they have taller ones. So I bought a couple taller ones and a few more of this size. So now that I have this, I just have things thrown in place right now. But now that I have some trees on here, I'm really digging the look of this this sculptural quality. And I think I want to go back and get more and make this sort of an alpine sort of Bavarian town. So that's it for the tree talk, and back to the building. So this is the actual other side of the Sesame Street playset that I just showed you. The yellow building that I'm going to make into the French bistro is the reverse side of this. So I found these three after, couple weeks of searching on eBay and stuff, and you can get them really cheap. And what I think I'm going to do is I'm gonna make a series of like row houses here, and I'm going to I'll have to modify this. This stepway is molded into the space, so if you want to use it, there's definitely some cutting involved, but I'm gonna have to cut that and move that over and stuff. So these houses here, I'll probably paint them sort of stucco white, and I got this terracotta roofing stuff at Michael's, and what I think I'm going to do is something like that. So I'm going to convert these into just a series of row houses, and change the roofing, put a pitched roof on with these tiles, and I have a few more panels here, and I have a plan to sort of elevate them up on a base, maybe with a curved up and down sort of driveway sort of thing, with a retaining wall. And once again, these will be one unit that I'll have mounted on their own base, so I can plop them down anywhere on the layout table. Now, because they'll be raised up, in theory anyway, as of this moment, I can incorporate this Walking Dead Lego sort of 1/35th scale boiler room that I got, and I'll make a basement for the apartment complex here. And once again, these guys will be elevated up, so on the reverse side I can have all this open for play features and scenes like that, and this can be down in the basement. So that'd be a nice usage for this this boiler that I've been trying to figure out what I want to do with it. And then so not much else to report. I just wanted to sort of touch base with everybody. And I've been watching a lot of you folks' content on YouTube. And one of the fellows I follow is Paul Knapp, Knapp. If you're into 1/32nd scale soldiers, you must follow Paul. He has a lot of great guests on, including Plastic General and Toy Soldier Nostalgia, and playset manufacturers and high-end collectors and things like that. But Paul does some series of videos, and recently he did one on Sherman tanks, and it inspired me to track down this Airfix reissue Sherman tank. You might have seen my video a couple episodes ago where I was lamenting about the amount of mold release that they put on it, but I managed to scrub it off, some denatured alcohol in a bucket, and a chip brush that I cut the bristles down so they were sort of straight and stiff. Did really well, and afterwards I rinsed everything off and got rid of all that nasty mold release. So I also picked up, as per Paul's video, some of these New Ray 1/32nd scale Shermans, and I think they're more like 1/35th scale. Here's one compared next to the BMC Sherman. I believe the BMC Sherman is it's big. I think it's slightly bigger than 1/32nd scale, but I really like it. I'd say this is about my favorite for all the Shermans. I'm now on the hunt of like the ultimate 1/32nd scale Sherman after having all these, and I've been watching Fury a lot lately. But anybody who's interested in picking these up from Hobby Lobby, it's neither here nor there. But like I said, they're kind of they're cheap and cheesy. I bought two of them. But I think this might have even come with the 3rd Brigade playset. So this is also a New Ray Sherman. And as you'll see, let me bring this over here in the light. They are from the exact same mold. It's just that this one is die cast and this one is plastic. But look at that. All the parts are exactly the same. So and like I said, it's neither here nor there, just so that you guys know that Sherman is the same as the plastic version. And then Paul Knapp did a British D-Day scene recently, and he had a unique landing craft for the Brits. This is made by Peyton, and he had reissues, which I wish I could find, but they don't seem to be available anymore. But I tracked this one down on eBay. This is an original Peyton. And fortunately, it's Army Man green, but it's a nice size for a Higgins boat. It's a little inaccurate, but scale-wise, it's more appropriate for 1/32nd scale Army men. So keep an eye out for Peyton Higgins boats. I've looked them up online. They were also available in gray and blue, as far as I'm aware, and of course Army green. But I'm definitely on the hunt for 2 more, and I like to have about 3 of everything, particularly for my amphibious vehicles. So that's about it. That's just all the pickups that I've got going on lately. So to close it out, here's a little overview of the layout. Now, keep in mind, I just throw things down here as I'm working on them. But there's the trees. I think I'm going to do a tree video soon. I've got a bunch of trees on order, and they're coming. So I'll review these. I'll review this one and some others I have over there. But we'll save that for another day. So, okay, folks, it's Sunday evening. Hope you're having a good one. Enjoy the last few moments before we're back to the work week.